High blood pressure, low blood pressure, maybe a swinging blood pressure. See, the autonomic nervous system has two parts. The parasympathetic nervous system, which reaches into the back of the cerebellum, and you have your sympathetic nervous system, which reaches down into your adrenal glands. Now, your adrenal glands that produce your neurotransmitters include your epinephrine, norepinephrine. Those are your adrenalins. That's for more muscle activity, neuromuscular activity. And then you have your dopamine and acetylcholine, which deals in elimination, cellular waste elimination, more of the resting phase and the digestion and all that. They either turn things off or turn things off. Turn things on or turn things off. Because that's what neurotransmitters do. They are geared to activity, so they don't lose energy in that way. Neurotransmitters need to be focused, because when you are stressed, adrenaline goes up and dopamines get shut down, so it can be focused in that way in muscle activity, right? So that neurotransmitter kick, known as that cardiac punch, depolarizes the ventricles so that the vessels open up. That is your adrenal glands, your systolic number, your top number on your blood pressure. Ideally, you want to be between 120 and above, 120 and 130. Anything above 130, then there's stress or there's pressure there, maybe lymphatic pressure. Now, if you're in, say, 110, somewhere around 110, you're probably tired, you don't want to do nothing. And if you're in the 80s or 90s, which most people are coming in today, which is scary, is also chronic and problematic. Now, if you're going under anesthetics and sedatives, it could be a problem. Babies that go under these anesthetics with those low blood pressures, they're not coming out of it. So, you got to be careful there. You got to know where your blood pressure stands, So, got systolic number. Now the diastolic number, what sits under those adrenal glands are your kidneys. The adrenals sit on top of those kidneys, and the diastolic number is related to the two kidneys, left and right. When the kidneys lose their ability to filter, you see the creatinine go up, and the kidneys are breaking down. That's what it means. When acids are stagnant around the cells, it is called interstitial lymphatic constipation, which is interstitial meaning around the cell causing pressure. Right? So when you have interstitial acidosis, cellular retention, that can later turn into intracellular constipation, meaning going inside the cell and mutating it. Totally different rant, but I'll leave that for another video. So if you have a diastolic of 50 and below, your kidneys are weak. They're breaking down. Or if you have if you have pressure 80 above, there's a lot of pressure involved there. Here's another thing that I think people are unaware of is the swinging blood pressure. When the lymph is backed up, obviously it's systemic. Particularly, it backs up into the back. You get the back aches, and then you get the stiff neck. That is your lymphatic system. The cellular waste that drains in the back to the kidneys. You're just all backed up there. So, when you are also backed up into the cerebellum, in the back of the head, that's where you get your dizziness and equilibrium issues, right? So, when you're at home, usually it's lower. Your blood pressure is lower. Usually when you're in the hospital or somewhere in a more stressful environment, your blood pressure will go up. So really, you can't treat high blood pressure. It is a must to determine if it is a swinging blood pressure. If treated wrong, you'll be dumped in hypotension. So be aware of that, folks. Done.